The raindrop who was scared to fall was named Drizzle. Drizzle lived high up in the sky with her friends, nestled in a big, fluffy cloud. She had always known that someday she'd have to fall to the earth like every other raindrop. But that day had never come, and every time it was her turn, Drizzle felt a twinge of fear. The other raindrops would giggle with excitement as they prepared to leap from the cloud. They couldn't wait to rush down, splashing into the puddles below and watering the plants and trees. But Drizzle? She felt a knot in her little droplet heart every time she looked down at the vast world below. What if I fall too fast? Drizzle would wonder. What if I land in the wrong place? What if I don't make a big splash like the others? One cloudy afternoon, the storm clouds gathered, and Drizzle's friends were already getting ready to leap. One by one, they danced to the edge of the cloud and fell with laughter, their tiny bodies twirling in the wind as they descended toward the earth. But Drizzle stayed in the middle of the cloud, staring down nervously. The wind rushed past her, and she could hear the excitement of the other raindrops as they prepared to fall. "Why aren't you jumping, Drizzle?" asked Dewdrop, one of her closest friends. "It's so much fun. You're going to love it." "I'm scared," Drizzle whispered, her droplets trembling. "I don't know if I can do it." Dewdrop smiled kindly and floated closer. "It's okay to be scared. Everyone feels that way at first, but you have to trust that when you fall, you're helping the world below. The trees need you. The flowers need you. The earth needs you." Drizzle looked down at the garden below. She could see the flowers reaching for the sky, their petals closed, waiting for the rain. The trees seemed tired, their leaves drooping. "I want to help," Drizzle thought, but the fear inside her was still there, holding her back. "Remember," Dewdrop said gently, "falling is a part of who we are. We don't have to be perfect, but we do make a difference. Every raindrop, no matter how small, helps the world bloom and grow." Drizzle felt a small spark of courage. She took a deep breath and finally stepped to the edge of the cloud, peering down. The world seemed so big, and she felt so small. But she knew Dewdrop was right. She wanted to help. She wanted to make a difference. With a little tremor in her droplets, Drizzle closed her eyes and let herself go. For a moment, she felt like she was floating, drifting weightlessly through the sky. It wasn't as scary as she thought. The wind swirled around her, and for the first time, she felt free. As she fell, she could see the garden below, the flowers reaching out to her, the trees stretching toward the sky, eager for the rain. When Drizzle finally landed, she didn't fall into a puddle like the other raindrops. Instead, she gently landed on a soft flower petal. The flower, which had been waiting for the rain, lifted its petals to drink in her water, and she felt a sense of peace wash over her. "I did it," Drizzle whispered with awe, her tiny droplets shimmering in the sunlight. She wasn't as big or as fast as the other raindrops, but she had made a difference. She had helped the flowers bloom, the trees grow, and the earth come alive again. As the rain continued to fall around her, Drizzle felt a wave of happiness and pride. She had been scared to fall, but now that she had, she realized it wasn't so scary after all. In fact, it was the most wonderful thing she had ever done. From that day on, Drizzle wasn't afraid to fall anymore. She knew that every time she took that leap, she was making the world a little brighter and a little greener. And even though she still felt a flutter of fear every now and then, she knew that she was brave enough to face it.